So in this video, I'm talking about 4 ways your self-doubt is sabotaging your business dreams. Now, most of the business owners that I talk to anyway have a dream. They have a vision for themselves, for their business, the kind of impact that they'd like to be creating, the things they'd love to be doing and experiencing. But then there's something that's stopping them from this. So I'm going to be unpacking this in this video. I'm Emma O'Brien. I help business owners to dismantle the doubt that holds them back, to claim their strengths and build their beliefs so that they can really amplify the talents and gifts that they have within them and share them with the world. And let's dig into what's stopping you then. So sometimes people will say, I don't have the knowledge. I don't know the steps to take in order to achieve my big vision and the dreams that I have. But that's not the most common response. 99% of people know that they are holding themselves back with their own self-doubts. And the thing is, self-doubt doesn't just come in one flavor. It's more like a smorgasbord of saboteurs, as I call them, and you will have your own personal favorites. See if you see yourself in some of these common varieties. So a really common one is procrastination, putting things off, maybe avoiding things completely or hiding away. This is the thing that you must do, but you just don't seem to get round to it, or you're actively avoiding it. So then there's perfectionism, spending far too much time on something that maybe it doesn't really matter, or maybe it's just something that doesn't require that much attention. And there's some little nuances around perfectionism. So it leads to people overworking themselves, and it can oftentimes turn up as overthinking or overcomplicating things as well. But it has the same effect. It kind of stops you from moving forwards as quickly as perhaps you could. Then there's good old imposter syndrome. Oh my gosh, who doesn't know that dreaded feeling of, I'm not good enough to do this? Who am I to be doing this? Worrying that other people are really judging you and like weighing you up, and feeling like somebody might just tap you on the shoulder and say, you don't belong here. So that is a super common one. And of course, when you feel that way, you're so much more hesitant in moving forward. You're doubting yourself basically all the time. Then there is overwhelm. This is the sort of fourth really common thing that I observe. People saying that they feel overwhelmed, and that sense of, hitting capacity. And it's like the brakes go on. So this comes up when people feel there's too much to do, and it's literally like, can't see the wood for the trees, can't move forward, feel stuck because there's just literally too much. But it also shows up in people feeling like they don't know the steps to take. That can generate this feeling of overwhelm and have that same sense of putting the brakes on. And so these are the things that we think about. These are the things that occupy our mind. These are the things that when I do mindset breakthrough sessions in groups, people say, oh, I feel overwhelmed, or my problem is imposter syndrome, or perfectionism, or procrastination. But these things aren't actually the real issue. These are like surface level symptoms, and they are great at keeping us busy on, not the thing we really want to be doing. They are patterns of thought, of feelings, of behaviors, and they do a great job of keeping you stuck, keeping you away from the things that you're dreaming about. And so you've got this like internal tussle going on between, I really want this thing. Maybe you see yourself on stage speaking to lots of people. Maybe you see yourself helping loads of clients. Maybe you see yourself exhibiting your work, whatever your business is, and you will have had thoughts about, maybe that's possible for me. But then these thoughts, feelings, behaviors, patterns are kind of holding you back and weighing you down. And it's a big problem, because what you will notice is that they become habitual. So the way in which they show up might shift a little bit, but you will notice when you look back that you have some of these patterns that habitually show up, usually when you want to take a step forward, usually when you've committed to something new, or that next level. And that means that they're subconscious. They're patterns that just repeat over and over, and sometimes you're aware of them and sometimes you aren't, but you can bet they are driving your decisions, your actions, your behaviors, oftentimes without you even knowing. I had a lady respond to one of my posts the other day, and she said that she had been procrastinating for years. This is important. Life is passing by, and it's the kind of thing that it makes you realize what's going on only when you reach the next birthday, or the next sort of new year, or here's one of my favorites, that next time you catch up with a friend and they ask you, how are you getting on with that book, or how are you getting on with that idea you had, and you kind of feel like, oh my God, I am literally no further forward than the last time we got together. That's when it shows up. That's when the spotlight starts to shine on these surface level behaviors, and it hits home to you. And then you realize that these things have been acting like a force field. They're like an invisible barrier between you and where you'd really love to be, and they're stopping you from getting there. They're putting up some resistance that you just can't seem to get over or around, or that when you do, it pops up again. And that's because what lies beneath these things, the reason that force field is there, is partly because you lack self-belief. And when you think about this, when you fully believe in yourself, like you have conviction, you have certainty, confidence, trust in yourself, that force field comes down, like the resistance drops, and everything can flow more easily. And you can't build self-belief by ignoring these symptoms. So you kind of need to understand your self-belief saboteurs beyond those labels of procrastination, overwhelm, perfectionism, whatever your flavor is. You need to look underneath the covers and see what's there. And when you've diagnosed what I call your self-belief saboteurs, then you can move on to the solution. Then you know how you can tackle those things. But becoming aware is step one of taking your power back from them. And this is exactly the step that we're going to be taking on day one of the Belief Retreat, which is a free event for business owners that I am facilitating live on Zoom over 3 days, the 3rd to the 5th of May, 12 noon UK time. And they are just 1 hour sessions where you show up. We're going to be talking about this stuff. I'm going to be helping you to look under the covers and see what's going on, to diagnose your self-belief saboteurs. On day 2, we're going to go deeper. We're going to look at what lies beneath that. And then day 3 is all about creating the strategies to help you fire up your self-belief so that you can give a boost to your business dreams. Now, if that sounds like something you're thinking, hell yes, that's what I need, then the link to sign up for that and save your place is somewhere around this video, wherever you're watching it. It will also be in my bios details. So have a look and sign up. Any problems finding the details, please just comment below or drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you. So tell me what resonated. Which of these flavors of self-belief saboteur do you recognize in yourself? Or do you have another type that I haven't covered here, tell me below. I'd love to hear from you.